Space Prison, the final frontier. Welcome to the second demo of Graphics 1. In this project there are 20 lights, 7 unique textured models, and about 15 models, not including particles. You can modify the scene by changing the scene.json file. Going to begin with an orientation of the commands. You can move forward and backward and left and right with the WASD keys. You can move the camera up and down with the E and Q keys. You can pitch the camera forward and backwards with the I and K keys, and you can yaw the camera with the J and L keys. Press B to toggle debug mode. You can use the comma and period keys to select different objects. In debug mode, the box will turn green when an object is selected. Use the spacebar to pause the scene. Press 0 to move from light mode to shader mode to object mode. In light mode, use 7 and 9 to move the lights up and down, and 2, 4, 6, and 8 to move them in the X and Z directions. You won't be able to control all the lights because some are coded to always be relative to an object, but you can control the position of the spotlights. Let's select the spotlight by using the M or N keys. Speaking of spotlights, you can also widen and narrow their scope with the C and V keys. And you can change the spotlight pitch with the negative and positive keys, and the yaw with the semicolon or single quote keys. Okay, let's move into shader mode, and we'll select the mountain object. So we press 0. Okay, we selected the shader, or the mountain. So we can toggle whether an object is lit or not with the 1 key. We can toggle the main texture with the 2 key. We can toggle the blend texture with the 3 key. So now it's just the blend texture, now it's both textures. And we can toggle the discard texture with the 4 key. To toggle whether the textures are blended or multiplied, press 5. So there they're multiplied, now they're blended. In the blend mode, you can change the amount of texture. The amount of texture is determined by the y-coordinate of the vertex normal, and you can change the blending angle with the square bracket keys. So we're adding more of the grass texture, and that eventually wipes out the dirt texture, or we can completely wipe out the grass texture. You can have a little bit of both. Okay, so let's take a look at one of the patrol ships, and we'll look at transparency. Okay, so we're using the left and right arrow keys to do transparency. See, that works nicely. Okay, so let's change the transparency of the moon, the sun, and the mountain, then we can see multiple levels of transparency. So, mountain, the moon, there's the moon. It's not a space station. And the sun. Whoop, a little bit too much there. Okay, so we have 3 transparent objects. And we'll just position them so we can line them up and view them all together. There we go, so you can see the moon, sorry, see the sun through the moon and the mountain. All right, well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and stay cool.